grand opening for our conversation on Dominican studies, Dominicans in the USA. And we are delighted to open it with our confluencia. It has been a tradition since 1998, right? And we are going to have our very own president, Dr. Coco De Filippis, open the night for us.
I have to tell you that my heart is actually singing. I haven't been this happy in a long time. So many wonderful friends here. So much history together. It's like my new love, which is this campus. I adore this campus. I adore my colleagues. My management team is wonderful. My faculty, our students are just the best. You know, they keep saying, are you going back? I'm never going to go back. I'm here. But I'm happy to have you here once in a while, you know, to come and visit when you can. We began the Dominican Studies Association. And I say we because I am also the president of the Dominican Studies Association. And Ramona, who's the vice president since we began, refuses to let me step down and so that she should step up. And I think it's time because we're not getting any younger, Ramona. But you talk about succession planning, we have to start doing this. So we've had this conference every 2 years since 1998. We've had it for several years at your college. We had it at twice at Hostos Community College. And this is the first round here. It follows me wherever I go. It is important, I think, when you come from a half island of the Caribbean that is so talented and so hardworking. The one thing I always say, wherever I go, I'm so proud. Wherever Dominican American community lands, we are productive. We revitalize neighborhoods. We did it in Washington Heights, and then they hiked the rent, and then we went to the Bronx, and now we've revitalized the Bronx. And wherever the community goes, you know, there's really an entrepreneurial and talented community, and I am very proud to be Dominican American, although I think I'm a citizen of the world. I have so many loves in so many cultures and so many languages that I can't really think of it that way. But we formed this association, and he will be here tomorrow morning. He's delayed. Luis Canela, who was, now he's retired, the one Dominican banker in the United States, had us go to meet with his team of lawyers on Park Avenue. You remember that visit to discuss how we were going to register this association as a nonprofit, and supported us. And basically it is about saying that there's a piece of humanity that contributes in ways that are meaningful and that are worth getting to know and to be introduced. Because Dominican Americans constitute one of the fastest growing ethnic immigrant groups in the United States, certainly the largest ethnic population in the City University of New York is made up today of Dominican Americans. We at CUNY, and Ramona is, I always say she is, I can do whatever, I do poetry, but the woman is a real estate builder. She took the Dominican Studies Institute, had 2 rooms, and now I said, what is going on here? You know, and I was part of the little advisory group that interviewed and whatever. She has a whole wing and also got enough grant dollars to build within one of the major libraries at the City College, which is the oldest and one of the most prestigious, is one of the 4 most prestigious campuses of the City University of New York. Enough millions of dollars to have the one large Dominican collection of Dominican and Dominican American books and paintings and archives and whatever. She's gotten unbelievable. That place has grown under her, and I say that I'm so proud of her. Ana Garcia Reyes, who's next to her, was one of the founders. Ana leads, and I know there was some faculty who I wanted to meet Ana because they are thinking about going to the Dominican Republic next summer. She She is the director of international programs at Hostos and has the most successful, I think, international studies program. They went to Cuba. I mean, they've been everywhere under her leadership. She's here. These are my two younger, better, smarter, prettier versions, and they're here with me, my two younger sisters, and so many others, because I look around and I have nieces and daughters and granddaughters all over the place. I'm happy to see so many young, talented people here. And so this is a very meaningful event for me. I hope my Naugatuck Valley community family enjoys it. I hope all of you enjoy meeting and being with each other. There's a very large group. There'll be many more tomorrow, I understand, coming in. So we have, and I'm not going to introduce them, Ramona may say something tomorrow. We have a scholar from Germany, another one from Oslo. There are people from Chicago that come. I think that the individuals who are researchers and who study Dominican history and culture, many are congregating here, and some are coming from the Dominican Republic, will be arriving tomorrow morning. So it should be a pretty, I think, intellectually wonderful and rich. Marianela, where is she? Has been my partner with the Confluencia, the same way we started the Tertulia together. We began the Confluencia here. She's also a director of counseling, so they say wherever you go, there are always Dominicans, and there's also Juleika Lantigua, another Dominican who's now a full-time professor in the English department. So it's very nice. Welcome, everybody. Bienvenidos, and I'll be quiet. I promise I want to invite Paula Massey, who's graduating this year from the horticulture program, and what you see is the product of the work of some of the students from the horticulture program. She has been the student government president, an absolute delight to work with. These are some of the most civic-minded and engaged students that you will find anywhere. Do-gooders, I call them. They're all do-gooders. They're really trying to solve problems here and in the community. The college is a lot in the community. In a soup kitchen in the community, teaching in an urban league place, teaching basic technology. We have kids from transition programs here. We're at the museum working with underrepresented groups, students who want to come to college and study the arts. We're all over the place, and the students are a part of everything that I do. Paula has been really, really my partner in so many things, and before her, Michelle, who mentored her when I first came. And now she graduates. She was recognized at the legislature for her fine work and her leadership. She goes on to get her bachelor's. So what is the Central you're going? Huh? UConn, University of Connecticut. And so I'm just going to say, Paula, come up and say a few words.
So as President said, I am a horticulture major, so I want you guys to imagine for just a few minutes that you're a plant. And in order to grow, you guys need light and soil and fertilizer and a good place to in which to grow. And just as plants need that, you also, as humans, you also need good cultural, social, all those kinds of things to make you a whole person, to make you grow. So thank you for the 4 writers that came to share their poetry and their stories, and enjoy.